undecided, excited, ignited, and I don't wanna feel the way I do, but outside, look it out, these flying, but I'm still indecisive. She want me to play big, but I shouldn't be going to let it go again. You already know that pussy is my
Yo, hola, okay, hola. You see a bad bitch coming through, yo, what's the hola? And you knew when I roll up. I told her valet, pop my Benz and bring the rosa. Yo, hola, okay, hola. You see me looking pretty every time you scroll up. My God, the left the blicky hit you if you stroll up. Now put your hands up, it's a hola. Run me the money, cause I be the baddie beat. Barbie tanks, banging body beat. Everybody beat on my D. Yo, I got a D. In reality, suck a D. If you doubted me, back in the back, back in the back, back in the back, back in the back. Who on Barbie D? Who on Barbie D? Everybody who you gotta see. Honestly, on my odyssey, I'm the baddest beat. I don't even know how to speak. Head to the back and relax. You in the back of the back. A bitch got more coins than the game room. So we ain't never hating in the shade room. See, I keep my sons in the playroom. So me and you ain't never in the same room. I tell him eat the cookie cause it's good for him. And when he eats the cookie, he got good form. He know I don't never cheat because I'm good to him. My God, to have his baby nurses yelling push for him. You see, I let him eat the cookie cause it's good form. And whenever he eats the cookie, he got good form. He know that when I'm pulling up, I'm in a good form. I be like, ooh, he love me, good form. Come on. Come on. I be like, ooh, he love me, good form. Come on. Like this. So he tryna smash like when the whip slips. I hit licks just to lost the distance. Leave my bitches, we all fake kisses. I'm in that no that I like to tryna learn bug bunny. Cause all I want is cash and some big drug money. I'm only loyal to the niggas that are fucking for me. You dig up in the sugar,
I got them blue jeans, fresh pair of shades, hot summer wrist, talk to the draws. Your boy stay fit, I'm ready. Can nobody tell me nothing. Feels like I'm taking life, I'm so high, baby. For a shorty to break me up, so fly. Feels like I'm taking life, I'm so high, looking for a shorty. Now, I'ma slow it down, cause ain't no speed limit. When we're moving at the speed of sound, I'm turn all the way up.
I was in the trust issues. I've been having way better luck than you. I never true, I put you to myself. I'm gonna fall in love with you.
With my hot up, I look inside my warm. Told my bae I wish I would've found you back when I was young. Stayed away from all the bullshit. I'm running, time passed over. Now you see that I was chasing money. Posted on Maryland, me and Bunny's mama said this once. Know you sitting up in the pad like take it out, that's my young. Don't wanna sell me a brick of back like my money funny down. What you saying, gangster? You gon' make me take it from you? Some on they say I'm handsome, some on they say I'm handy. Some say that I'm the realest.
Yeah, girl, I'll always be there when you need a shoulder to lean on. Never hesitate, knowing you can call on your soulmate and vice versa. That's why I be the first. See Jacob, frost your wrist up, now you're old man. I know you're tired of being lonely, so baby girl, put it on, man. Be without you. I only think about you.
what you saying is true.
I know you're tired of being lonely. Baby girl, put it on, man.
Then comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to SoulFood Conversations. We are back again. Nice seeing y'all. It's been a whole week. What's up, Pat? What's up, Ken?
What's up?
Mari? DJ Ice, of course.
He's been gone for 12 years. I'm back at it again with the back at it again. I ain't with nowhere.
That's right. We got Mari. Your mic ain't working.
Yeah.
Close enough? Nah, he's not working.
It's on.
Technical difficulties.
Nah, it's on.
Well, we got Mari sitting in anyways. This is the first time Mari's actually been at the table.
He ain't even got a mic.
Right. He got enough. He used to
He
it.
ain't even in the camera view or nothing. Show the man some love.
We can scoot around the table, make it work.
Giving me what up?
He's a whole
You
year.
important today. No, I'm just saying you important every day.
See how they do me?
There he goes.
See
You
how
got
they
a
do me?
review and you got a mic.
What up, man? What's good?
Official now.
Big official. Shout out to everybody tuning in. We appreciate y'all.
What's going on, Maria? You had
Working.
the Margarita Mondays.
It was lit. I think since it's getting hot outside, people starting to want to drink more, so it's getting better.
Yeah, cast included.
I seen the post on Facebook that said it's almost that time of the year where you wear less and go out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm ready for it.
But definitely come out to Margarita Mondays every Monday night, 8 to 12. Big homie DJ Legit will be in the building, creating the vibes. Y'all pull up.
I got a question, Mari.
What's up?
I think I've always wanted to ask you. I feel like I asked you before just because, we've been knowing each other for so long. Where Legit come from?
You want the real story?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm from Detroit.
Right.
So everybody I grew up with, used to do illegal activity. And I was the only one out of my crew that had a job. So they used to call me Legit Paper because I wasn't doing any illegal activities. I had a job.
That's right.
That's
he
a
got
good
a
story.
job. That's good.
He said it like it was great.
Right, I thought you said be like,
No, I mean, I just didn't want to, because some of my friends are still criminals.
Well, we don't know them.
Right. They ain't got nothing to do with you right here, right now.
Let's just leave it at that.
There we go.
That's a good backstory to that.
Face, no case.
That's right. So for all the fans listening, this week we're actually going to pretty much do a freestyle show. We don't have a guest today. We really just want y'all to get to know the cast, who we are, and kind of what we got going on. We might have some special treats. I heard Uncle Willie Earl might be coming. I don't know. That's just what I heard. That's what I heard. Oh, but Ken ain't got nothing to say, so I don't know.
What did you just say?
Ken, what's up, bro? Where you been at, bro?
Man, I've been everywhere.
I thought my attendance was bad.
Neither one of y'all got no PTO.
I've only missed one show.
Nah.
I missed two.
You missed the last two shows.
Nah, I was here.
You was here, but you wasn't here. He was here, but you went to that seat.
I was here when the
he's bruh man on the 13th floor. He just popped in.
the little woke dudes was here.
That was 3 shows ago.
Then what about the week after?
You was there the week before.
I thought it was girls' show. I thought y'all was
No. By default it was.
My crib flooded, y'all.
Did you just come up with that?
No, for real.
No, I did.
Really
He sent me the
did.
video. He sent me
My
the video. How's the crib
flooded.
doing?
It's all right. Shit. Free rent next month.
Can't beat that.
Dead serious. Real talk. But I'm back, I was gone. I got into some trouble over the week, but everything's everything.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I don't know if everybody peeped in the group message what I was talking about when I asked him, was he okay?
What happened? If you don't know what I'm talking
I
about.
thought that was old. I thought you said something like it's happened a while ago.
That was
like 2 days ago, yesterday.
Oh, I seen the tax situation. Was that it?
I'm good on that too. I'm good on that too.
Okay.
I'm good, period. That's all. I can't really speak about it.
Did you like? We talking about the truck, right? You didn't like fall asleep or something, did you?
Yeah, I was tired.
I heard y'all be doing that a lot.
For real?
Nah, I'm usually good at it, but I had worked 13 hours and it was my last stop of the day, and I tried to take a shortcut and on some tired shit.
Well, you blessed.
Yeah,
because that could have been bad. So.
But it was a rental, so insurance covered it.
And you still got a job, so
I
you
still
good?
got a job because I know how to beat the system. I got it on deck just in case y'all need it.
Lord.
$20 a bottle.
What you got? Formula, Similac?
Nah, urine.
Oh,
I got clean urine for the low. Holler at me.
I'm so weak.
But people really do that though.
Nah, for real, my 4-year-old cousin's getting money because he don't smoke. He's really getting money out here, man. So holler at me. I'm gonna plug y'all up.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So pretty much the topic of this show, before we get too deep, we'll take a break, but I just want to give everybody like a brief overview of what we got going on today. The first topic we're going to go through is should we encourage kids to go to college? The trade field is booming right now. There's thousands of jobs available, but there's nobody to fill those jobs. And entrepreneurship is a thing. A lot of people go to school and don't use their degree. I ain't get my degree. I got half a degree, but I don't use it. And I don't plan on going back to school. So everybody's different. I don't know if anybody at this table finished.
yeah, I finished.
You did?
I didn't finish. I'm still working on it.
What's y'all's degree in?
Communications.
See, that's what I was going to school for.
I think that ultimately, if you know what you want to do, then you just do it. I think in the society we live in, you definitely gonna need education moving forward. I think it shouldn't cost so much to get an education. However, I do think education is key, and I encourage anybody who got a dream to go to college. If you want to be an entrepreneur, be an entrepreneur. If you want to be a doctor, be a doctor. Whatever it takes to get to where you want to be, then you do that. But I'm not gonna tell nobody. Like Jania's not gonna come home and tell me she want to do something. I'm not gonna tell her to go to college. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do.
Right.
But I do see the downfall of going to college because I went to college myself. I think that some opportunities I missed out because I was in college. However, you know, it's just one of those things you just got to figure out what's best for you. I don't think college is a bad thing. I mean, you can't go wrong with having a degree. Like you said, some people get a degree and never use it. I know more people without degrees that got more money than people with degrees. I got a homie with a doctor's that is a general manager of a Walmart. You know what I mean? So it's what you want to do, man.
Yeah, no, everybody's different. When people say you shouldn't encourage kids to get degrees, I think it just depends on what they want to do, what they feel it is. What I really think people should do is really educate kids before they go to school. Yeah. Because I feel like if I was thoroughly educated, I would have finished the first time around. I'm working on getting my bachelor's after being out of school 5 years because I went into school and just went to school because I thought it was the thing to do. And I got there and I changed like 5 times. Like legit 5 times. Yeah. And then I was just like, I don't even want to do what my last major in. So I said, forget it, and came back home. And I just like, if people would just really educate people, like certain degrees you don't need to go to a 4-year college. Mass communications. I had friends who went to WKU to be a nurse. You don't need to spend 4 years to get a nursing degree. Then they might have spent 2 years and didn't even get into the nursing program. Well, you could have went to a trade school for that. So I just feel like some people need to be, if you educate kids out of high school, like before they graduate high school on what to do, like, because I wish somebody would have told me to just go and get associates and knock out your gen eds first and then decide what you want to do.
But I wasted
too many years.
It also looks better on a resume, and that plays a big part, especially with us being the minority. Having that degree on our resume is definitely a good.
Not using it.
Yeah.
It's just the money. Like you want to make sure your degree is worth it.
Absolutely.
Like don't go to a school that don't go get a degree in something you could have got a trade in and you spend your whole life paying off student loans.
Right.
Like that's just you just need to educate our kids on the pros and the cons of, especially when it comes to a university. That's all I say, because these student loans ain't never gonna get paid off.
True. I mean, I see both sides of it. I didn't finish school, and be honest, I don't really have too much plans of going back. My resume, it says it's in progress, but it's just
and don't get me wrong, it's still good resumes that don't have degrees on them. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because mine's the bomb, and I only got an associate's in there. My resume is the bomb. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, even when you think about it, like somebody who has 4 years experience don't get paid more than somebody that has a 4-year degree.
Nah, not necessarily, because there's some people who you will be in the company for 5-6 years, and they'll hire somebody off the street fresh out of college and pay them more than what you already paying.
Means more. I think experience.
Not always. A lot of times they pay the people straight out of college more, and you could have been working. I know that from working in certain places, like people fresh out of college off the street, they'll pay more than somebody who's been working there.
What about the people who fresh out of college and don't even got the experience, who can't get the job?
That's what I'm saying. That's what you should be telling the people who hiring these people. They think they got a degree, so they pay them more. Because even if you look under the pay, under the qualifications of these jobs, they require you to have a degree, but they'll say this is preferred. But they'll pay the person who has a degree more than the person who has the experience, the preferred experience over if you have a degree in replace of. Yeah. So it's not. Can't nobody.
What are y'all gonna tell y'all kids?
I'm going to educate them. I'm going to ask them exactly what they want to do. If they're unsure, I'm going to tell them not to rush into going to a university, which will probably be hard because fresh out of high school, you want to move away.
And then the teachers, the influencers, people they're going to be dealing with on an education side on a day-to-day basis is going to influence them to go to college. You're not going to get a teacher that say don't go to college.
I mean, you might get some teachers that ain't pushing it. because some teachers don't care. But I plan to have my kids in a really good school. That is
in
my
Jefferson
goal.
County.
No, that's CPS.
I mean, I think for my child, for
Not.
my daughter, just from experience to me, I told my mom, even though I had a full ride to UK academic scholarship, but I told them I didn't know what I wanted to do. Yeah. I told her I want to, if I can contact the scholarship department and see if they can put it on hold for a year, and then I go, because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was like, let me work and then try to figure it out.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because what I do, I went straight to college. Ken probably knows I was the good girl. I was the quiet girl in high school. I didn't do nothing. I couldn't be out past 11:30. I ain't have no like.
He gonna play you like it on camera.
No, I didn't do nothing.
He gonna play you like that on camera.
Lying, she's lying.
I was good girl. I was quiet.
Y'all see how Bre talk to y'all in the group, all proper and educated.
No,
when she texts me, it's a whole different.
I mean, I'm in the group. It's hey guys, and I went on what might be bitch.
Right, different strokes for different folks. Leave me alone.
Bunch of crazy shit, man.
Girl with a whole bunch of eyes that are. You right.
The quiet girls be the worst one. I know it. I swear, true. I know it. Quiet ones be the worst.
All right, I ain't say all.
Even one of my viewers just said she's lying like.
He's definitely trying to play you.
Deontay who?
Maddox.
He didn't even know me in high school. That was middle school.
Same thing. Ain't changed.
I was trying to get a little 2 cents on the show, boy. Go on
Because we're going to bring him on here and he's going to tell the truth.
Right.
We're going to bring you on here, cuz. We're going to tell the truth.
They're going to tell Bree's truth?
Yeah. What, they're going to have Ken's corner?
Yep. We're talk.
He got some input on college. Tell him.
Right. Look, if you don't want to go to college, I mean, you ain't got to go to college.
No, we all agree on that.
You know, trap life is good.
But if you my kid, you finna have you ain't going to college.
You doing something.
By 18, you better have a plan.
You can make it in life without going to college.
We all agree on that. I'm making it.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to college, but I didn't finish.
So not finishing.
I do feel like I
see
be a little more ahead in my
of dollars to be in debt your whole life and come out and work for a job that you paying your student loans back.
But that's another thing we need to educate kids on, how to get a free education, because you can get a free education.
But there's a lot of kids out there who don't apply themselves.
That's why. Well, not just with scholarships. You have jobs like if you gonna go to U of L, work for UPS. Yeah. 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, and get that college paid for. Go into the National Guard, do 1 weekend a month, get your college paid for. There's plenty of that's another thing we don't educate kids on before they go to school is these loans is not where it's at. Try to by any means. And there's websites out there where you can put in essays and get scholarships ranging for $500 to thousands of dollars. So that's why I say you got to educate these kids before they go to school. Because I would
educate yourself first. You can look. My girl fell out. Oh man.
I mean,
all right, I'm good. Educate yourself, man. There's stuff you can do that you ain't gotta go to college.
I mean,
just in the brick.
No.
The
only reason we are not out in the air. Ratchet little baby.
I'm not a part of this.
15 the brick.
I'm not a part of this.
Feeding the mind, body, and soul. That's not what we feeding.
Right. See,
the streets got to eat too. You feel me?
We trying to teach the streets how to eat legit.
Somebody got to feed them.
We trying to teach the streets how to eat legit. Ain't that right? You just legit.
That's right.
You know,
are you selling cement with those bricks?
Fast money's better.
See,
it's literally going against the whole mission statement.
Right. You're not even
fast
getting that
money's
check.
better, man.
No PTO right now, nothing.
I think entrepreneurship is big as well. So if we're gonna not push them to go to college, I think we should definitely stress entrepreneurship, how to build your own business, and just like you said, pick up a trade. I think if you're not going to push your child to go to college, definitely educate them on entrepreneurship.
Definitely. Like I was saying, just in my instance, I mean, my situation, I was saying I couldn't do nothing in high school. And by 11:30, I couldn't really do too much. What I do, I went to UK. Probably because you don't remember, but I remember you had something to do.
What school y'all go to?
He was at K-State. I was at UK.
So how he had something to do with it? That's why I was confused.
I was confused too.
Because I'm like,
but what else is going on? What else
I
is
was thoroughly
going on?
confused. I was like,
See how life come back around?
Yeah. So what else is going on?
But now look at it though. It's okay because now look at y'all sitting at the
Right,
same
we
table,
fine.
educating
But
the
I'm
people to not sell bricks.
I'm just trying to get my story out, you know.
Yeah. College was fun. College was fun.
It was very fun freshman year. It was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Anywho,
There we go.
messed up my scholarship. Sitting at home, I was like, "Dang, I want to go back to school, but who's about to pay this type of money?
Right.
Because I don't get no assistance. My folks make too much on FAFSA.
Well,
So
I
I
got
was
money,
like,
because I definitely got that parent loan.
They
Parent
got
plus
money.
loan.
Yeah, I definitely got
it's
that.
still a
Yeah, I
loan.
got
You gotta pay that back. I mean, it wasn't like
you got
no
denied
Pell
if
Grants.
you didn't make a lot of money.
It wasn't no Pell Grants, no nothing. So I was like, shoot, I could join the guard. 1 week in a month, 2 weeks in the summer, 5 months of basic and job training. And it is what it is. I was gone for 5 months.
I was gone for 7.5 weeks. 5 months. Oh, you said months, like tech school and basic. What type of basic was you at?
Shout out to our soldiers. Thank y'all for your service.
right.
She's a soldier. I'm a troop. She went the wrong way.
I did.
What's the difference between the soldier and
I'm in the Air Force. She in the Army. She went the wrong way.
well, we appreciate y'all service.
The wrong way.
See, I got some powerful black women on the show. You know. We
I still think I still don't be knowing what I was thinking.
But you know, like I'm not going. You know, I found real estate and been working in property management last 7-8 years. I'm probably not going back to school. So
I mean, I make
just
some
know what
decent
you want to
money,
do.
but I still want that degree. I feel like
it's good to have.
I shouldn't have wasted.
It
I
feels
wasted
good to
some.
look
I
at.
feel like I need to because I was so close when I left.
Yeah.
Like to be in school for 4 years and come out with an associate's is a no-go. So I just decided to go back and I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna. My degree's in education. I don't want to be a teacher no more.
So
you still getting it in education?
I'm still gonna get it. I'm gonna go back and get my master's eventually right after and something else.
Please try it out.
No, I'm gonna teaching. I've been trying it out. I worked for JCPS for 4 years. Now I'm a youth counselor. I've been working with kids for like 10 years. I'm over it. So like it ain't no trying out.
So you just want the paper. Say I did.
Yeah,
this.
just cause I was so close when I first started. So and then I go back and get my master's in something that I actually want to do, which I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. So I don't need a degree for that, but I'm just gonna do it just to do it. And it's free because I'm in the military, so why not?
Facts.
It's free.
Can't be free.
Can't be free. If it's free, it's for me. That's why Bre should do it, because what's the point of being in the military if you're not getting your schooling paid for to protect the country? Come on now. That's not what we do.
I mean, I could, but I really don't like school.
Like, you need to use that benefit. You tripping.
I wish, well, hopefully, maybe, I don't know, I can pass this to Drew, because it's just
not 1 week in a month. You can't.
I'm going to have to do something.
You got to get a certain amount of active. Sorry, y'all know y'all know nothing about this. You got to get a certain amount of active duty days to pass it along. So you wasting your time.
I can take a deployment.
Serving Trump.
I can take a deployment and leave. And
so you gonna get her like what, 1 year of school?
Better than none. We'll figure out the other 3. We're gonna have
Bre, go back to school. We're gonna convince Bre to go back to school. It's free.
Bre ain't going back to school.
It's free. Why not?
She's trying to figure out how to be a stripper. That's what she said on Facebook. In my lane.
What did she say that?
Wrong Bre. My bad.
I was gonna say one. I don't even know how to twerk. So
I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, I'm thinking of another Bre.
What Bre you talking about?
I can't even speak on that. I got an old girlfriend.
You already
speaking on the status that you seen with your own ass.
He gets beat by his girl, y'all. He gets beat by his girl.
I don't get beat.
Oh, he put emphasis on that.
Yeah, that all the time.
She gonna pop up here one day and she just gonna whoop you.
Yeah.
She gonna pop over here when he talk about some reckless stuff.
I ain't give her this location.
I mean,
we can always.
If you watching, just DM me. I'm just I ain't no narc. I wouldn't do that.
Cold feds in here, man.
I mean, you want to say
I
you
might.
selling
It
bricks?
depends on what the inbox is like.
Everybody know I sell bricks. Everybody. So if you need it, I'll let me.
Ice is over there. Look at his face. He's like, what is good? It's not what the mission statement said.
Yeah. I'm available.
He ain't on SoulFood Conversation. He on something else.
I'm available after 5 when I get off work.
All right, so kids either out of high school, do good in high school. After high school, either pick up a trade, go to college. Be smart about it when you go to college. You know.
That's the best place to sell because them kids. Hey, go to college, get your money. Because that's the best place to sell. Because look, the clientele.
We gonna cut to a short break.
For bricks though, for bricks, maybe for weed, maybe not for bricks. Like, don't steer them the wrong way. Listen, if you gonna feed them some toxic stuff, let it be some good toxic. I don't know if good toxic.
Trust me.
You can't sell no bricks up in college. Like them college kids.
You don't sell whole bricks in college. You break it down. But your clientele's up there.
So what we gonna do? We gonna cut to a short break because we ain't about to keep talking about.
Yeah, we're gonna cut to a short break.
And we gonna let Mari DJ Legit mix it up. I'm sorry.
Got your asthma attack the way we pull up on ya. Put the pump to his chest, make a nigga cough up. You want beef, but this ain't no burger. All my songs on repeat, that's what's up your word up. I was young with the heat, walking around with burners. Wishing I could wish for anything like Timmy Turner.
Get in tune right now with DJ Legit.
Why this tryna pay me? Are you crazy? Pocket rocket in my car goes like the Navy. Put the Tommy to his brain, please, like he Brady. Heartbreaking on the daily. Can you save me? Why tryna pay me? Are you crazy? I can't let her have my baby. Oh, not my baby. I can't let her have my baby. I'm acting shady. Heartbreaking on the daily. Can you save me?
Yeah, gotta move. Give me some room. I'm about to shoot. Everybody running out the room. Everybody begging, don't shoot. Who the f*** asked you? You a bum? Are you dumb? Try me, I got this gun. Run. If I'm here, don't come. You was expecting for me to hit. That's a gun. I know you put a hole in that.
Start off in a damn jar. Got the 30 in my drawers. Got my pants up. Only time she ever call is for the banana. I don't even check my call log. I don't answer. Tryna play me, are you crazy? I can't let her have my baby, oh not my baby. I can't let her have my baby, I'm acting shady. Heartbreaking on the daily, can you save me?
Tryna play me, is she crazy? That's all I'm number one, like she's in my Brady. If I'm fancy, I know you hate me, wanna face me.
Hey yo, look like I'm going for a swim. Dunked on him, now I'm swinging off the rim. Then coming off the bench while I'm coming off the court fully drenched. Here goes some haterade, get your thirst quenched. Style doing him in his Burberry trench. These birds copy every word, every inch. But gang got the hammer and the wrench. I pull up in that $250,000 off the lot. Oh, now she trying to be friends like I forgot. Show off my diamonds like I'm signed by the rock. Ain't pushing out his baby's telly by the rock. Hey yo, I been on, you been con. Bentley tints on, Fendi prints on. I mean I been on, X-Men been on. He keep on dialing Nicky like the prince on. I been on, you been con. Bentley tints on, Fendi prints on. Hey yo, I been on, Laura been con. They say Chung drop the Benz off.
I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers, rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that made you move, yeah. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums with me on the front, and they fun. Where you get your beats? I heard 93 rappers say like me. 2 singers and 10 comedians, and I'm still gonna yell it every time you see me in. What's my favorite word?
I'm not falling out like I used to. I don't do the things I used to no more. I changed for you. Looking back, I thought I would never love like this from so many before. Hey, I changed for you. I don't do the things that I used to no more. Everything that you do, I adore. No more lies, no more games. Everything I say, I mean, hey. And all the love you give me, baby, it means so much to me. So don't take your love away. No one compares to what you do for me. And every time you see me, baby, you take me in your arms. Oh man, trust me, baby, I won't ever leave you.
Get in tune right now with DJ Legit.
Everybody get your motherfucking roll on. I know Shorty really hate it when I prolong. I'ma take her at the station, cut out both phones. Go ahead, get loose, girl, we both grown. I'm in my inside way past the neighbor. Look like a full course land, call that table. Yeah, I'm a boss girl, but you gotta pay for phone bill, car note, everything I pay for. Hey, with your phone, I dancing like a
Ooh, legit.
hand out, but you don't want no paper. You can show enough. That new ring I bought, girl, show it all. Cause it's alright, cause it's your life, hey, yeah. Want you to care for me, girl. Gotta care, I care for you, yeah. Okay, it's your life, you know it's your life. You got a man, but you know that it ain't nothing like it. I got a friend, one night. I'm trying to slam dog in that pussy like Mike. I'm trying to put that girl to bed like night. I'm trying to put some diamonds on it, have a light, right? I'm talking sunlight, yeah, sun. Ain't nothing like it.
Situation will arise in our lives, but you gotta be smart about it. Celebration with the guys I sacrificed, 'cause I knew you could not sleep without it. Meanwhile, I love you. You are my girl. You see, the world of you, but you're so steady, baby. It's okay, girl, 'cause I'ma be alright tonight. You don't have to go. It's okay, girl, 'cause I'ma be alright tonight. All girl faces, say it wide. Got somebody, she is a beauty, very special, really and truly. Take good care of me, like it's her duty. Won't you ride by my side, night and day? Oh, let it go, no, because you are my lady.
Get in tune right now with DJ Legit.
This is hard to say. I want to make sure I go about this in the right way. Cause lately I've been busy a lot, and I know you don't feel appreciated and whatnot. I used to tell you that your hair looked fly, kiss you slow and stare in your eyes. Now I talk real foul and slick. Every other sentence is you make me sick. Back in the days I was your number one pick. Now your heart's hair broken and that's hard to fix. I had to dig deep inside myself, cause I can't see you bouncing with somebody else. It's a long journey back to the place we was, when I was too embarrassed to admit I wasn't loved. It's my good girl that wouldn't give it up. I can't let us.
First things first, I'm a realist. Drop this and let the whole world feel it. And I'm still in the murder business. I can hold you down like I'm giving lessons in physics. Right. You want a bad like this? Drop it low and pick it up just like this. Yeah. Cup of Ace, cup of Goose, cup of Chris. I heal something worth a half a ticket on my wrist. Taking all the liquor straight, never chase that. Never stop like we bringing 88 back. What? Bring the hook in where the bass at. Champagne spilling, you should taste that.
I'm so fancy. You already know I'm in the fast lane. From LA to Tokyo, I'm so fancy. Can't you taste this girl? Remember my name.
I'll take your man.
No, I'll take your man. Don't play with me. Oh, that's your man?
I'll take your man.
Yeah. JT.
Let me tell you about this hater from around my hood. Kept trying to like my booty ain't good. See this bitch ain't like me and I don't know why, but I'ma give her a why.
It's the Collie Pop, let's
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I'm all the way up, all the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. What you want, shorty? What you need? My money game, we ain't never leave, never leave. Counting up some money, we ain't never sleep, never sleep, never sleep, never sleep, never sleep, never sleep. As we say, it's no simple. Your boy, oh Lord, oh yeah. I was drunk on that patrol, cause I never knew when you made your move, and you said you with your crew. I should've knew it from the bitch you was a slow, 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 bitch you was a slow.
We back? Looks like we're back with SoulFood Conversations. Now, I'm going to let Pat lead this next part because she put in a group message. I don't know if y'all paid attention to it. And it's definitely something we need to talk about. And I just asked, but did y'all read the story at all?
No.
All right, so Pat.
But you didn't read it.
Yeah.
You didn't know. It did. Is that what it said?
I didn't read it.
I know you did, because that's not what it said.
But it was something. You was close. Pat, give me some background.
The caption said, girl shoots herself in the mouth while handcuffed behind her back.
How she get the gun?
Exactly.
What her hands behind her back?
Exactly. So according to the article, because I read the whole article and it was long because I was very intrigued. It said that her and her boyfriend got pulled over. They put her in they separated them out of the car. I guess it got a little rough. They put her in handcuffs. They tried to put the boyfriend in handcuffs, and apparently while they were struggling with the boyfriend, she miraculously pulled a gun out of nowhere, pulled it out while her hands was handcuffed, and did what do they call it? Ventriculus move. I don't know if I was saying it right. Yes. And then came around and shot herself in the mouth, put the gun in her mouth and shot herself. But here's the kicker. For them to say exactly how it was done, nobody seen it. None of the police officers seen it. So they was struggling with him, and they was like, that must be how it got done. They don't know where she got the gun from. It was a revolver, so it wasn't a police gun. They don't know where she pulled it from. And none of that. This happened in Arizona.
Okay.
So then they also said that I didn't forget my train of thought when you asked me a question.
It was in Virginia.
It was in Virginia. Sorry, I don't know where I got Arizona from. They also said one of the police officers had a body cam on, but while they were struggling with the boyfriend, it got knocked off in the audio. So there's no audio, there's no video, there's no nothing. All they got is the police saying that she pulled this gun out. Now I was at home. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was over there like, you can't do that. I don't care how flexible you are. Like, and then where did she get the gun from? Because this actually happened in July. I guess the case just came up recently. So it was the summertime. So I'm imagining she didn't have a lot of clothes on. Y'all handcuffed her. Y'all didn't realize there was no gun on her. Then she pulled this gun out of nowhere.
No, that ain't right.
But they're not charging anybody.
No, that ain't right.
And they're charging it as a suicide. It's a suicide. Like, that's what they came up with out of all these months. Because it happened in July.
Sounds like some crooked cops.
I really want to know, and this is bad. I really want to know, like, what race they were. This is probably bad, but I really want to know. Because there was no pictures or anything.
And it doesn't say anything in the article. I just read
it says it doesn't say if they're black or white or anything. It just says it was a man and a woman. The girl was 19. The boyfriend was 27. They got pulled over. It was like a regular police officer. Then it was a narcotics cop. So I guess they pulled them over for a reason, I guess. But yeah. And the mother doesn't believe it, of course. Like,
of course she's not. Nobody's gonna believe that.
she was like, you know.
And I do believe in coincidental things, but how ironic is that she was in handcuffs. She is able to get her hands in front of her. she was able to get a gun, bring a gun to her face.
No, to her mouth. In her mouth.
Anybody
it ain't like she shot herself
doing.
from down
and
here.
the body
in
cam was gonna come
mouth.
on, bro.
Like I was like, I could see
Come
if it
on,
was
bro.
the face, like she came around and like shot up in her mouth though.
And she was in the car.
I guess it didn't say. I guess she was standing outside. She was either outside or in the car. They said it wasn't a police gun. It was a revolver, so it wasn't a police gun.
That's weird.
So it was a gun that was on her, but if y'all handcuffed her, y'all didn't search her.
Yeah, that's the issue.
So it would have had to been on her.
And why would she shoot herself? It's bigger than it's something that's not being told. Whether she shot herself, or somebody shot her.
Somebody definitely shot her. I just feel like these police with these, like she's not the only one who's that. I'm gonna say in police custody because at that point she was in handcuffs. She's not the only person that's just dropped dead in police custody and nobody understands why.
Happened? Yeah.
And I just don't understand how this keeps happening and nothing's being done about it because that is a crazy. I don't care. Like they say, Blue Lives Matter, but no. Like it's ridiculous.
It's
like
definitely ridiculous. Yeah.
For it to go to that extreme, for that story to be, I'm saying it's fabricated. Like I don't care for a story to be that fabricated. That goes to show that they really can do whatever they want and get away with it. Because how do you fabricate a story like that and get away with it? Because there's no way that I would have been able to shoot somebody and say that that's what happened, and I get away with it.
And then it's just now coming out and it happened in July.
Well, I guess because they just now deciding to rule the suicide after investigation.
Okay. Yeah. So what was the ruling?
It was suicide.
It was suicide, and nobody got charged. I think those cops need to lose their job, and I feel like it need to be further investigated. Somebody's seen it. If they was pulled over, somebody seen it. You know what I mean?
And these body cam failures they got to stop being an excuse because that keeps being an excuse every time something's going on,
and nobody knows the answer.
Yeah. Oh, what a body cam failed. Well, y'all not finna tell me y'all don't have the funds to get body cams that don't fail.
Right.
Like
we paying taxes every goddamn
a lot
check.
Of taxes at that.
Every goddamn check, but I don't want to talk on the police too much. But I do think that's there you have it.
Ratchet little baby here. We just gonna name Kim
Project
Ratchet little baby. Yeah, Project Baby.
Look at his face too. He's like he reminiscing.
Yeah, fuck 12.
Listen, I don't know.
It's just one of them things to me. Like it's sad to say, but it's never gonna stop. It's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be.
But I feel like it's getting too bad. With this story, it's getting too bad.
It's been bad.
That's ridiculous. They're not even trying. They're not at that point with this story. They're not even trying no more. Cause like, come on now, that's the best y'all can come up with. Like that's. I feel like they just know they're gonna get away with it at this point.
They probably do. I mean, they probably think they're gonna get away with it, and guess what they do until proven otherwise.
So what's the solution? Do we need more black cops?
I mean, shit, you got messed up.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Like, it ain't even that everybody in the police force condone the crookedness. It's that when you in a certain group, like you're a police officer, you're in a position where it's hard for you to even say anything. So even having more black cops is not going to help. And I don't even think it's black cops. I think it needs to be more black cops that are from a certain area that understand. But it's not going to help because when you're in a certain position, it makes it hard for you to step up and speak out, especially when you're not the majority. Mm-hmm. So I feel like there's black cops. There's black cops that are from certain side of the tracks, but they're always going to be outnumbered, and it's always going to be hard because they have a family too. They have a job that they need to keep too, and it's going to get to either it's the community or it's me. And I feel like me and my family, I feel like they're always going to choose them and their family.
Of course.
So I feel like that's not going to help at all.
So no more. We don't need black cops. We need good cops.
We need politicians.
I like
that's
that.
What we need, and that's probably not ever going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Like just a few days ago, I didn't put in a group message. I was just sitting and thinking. I think I had text Barry, and I was just like, "What can we do?" By the way. Right, Barry's not here, y'all. He's with the kids, but next time he's gonna bring the kids because we kid friendly here. Ain't no excuse. Drew will be up in here one day. I had texted him and I was like, to really start this type of change, we got to encourage more of our people to get in, politics, places of power, positions of power, the Senate, just the local courthouses and everything. Because if we don't do that, it's never going to change.
Do y'all vote?
No, I don't.
You don't vote? You don't vote either?
Last time I voted, I was voting for myself, 5th grade. Safety monitor. Yeah. I was the feds at one point.
He was safety monitor. Oh, you was a whole narc out here in these streets.
Changed my life.
How dare you? Rick
Man,
Ross.
as fuck to it.
Because he started off as a narc too. How dare y'all?
I just wanted to be the line leader for real. And if you had that orange badge, well, you can do whatever you want.
Facts.
But you was telling no folks. Like,
I know what you mean, bro.
Nah, I wasn't telling on nobody. You snitching never.
So you was letting people get it. So you was the cookie. You was the cookie cop.
Whatever you want. Extra milk, 25 cents. You hustling, man.
Okay, what I was getting at when I asked that question is I always, every time an election, presidential election, primary elections, I always try to text all my friends and family and ask them like y'all need to vote. I still try to spread my knowledge. Like, this is what I know about this candidate. This is what I know about that candidate. And more than half of them always respond back with some ignorant stuff because they don't vote. And it's like, you can't complain about stuff like this if you don't vote.
Let me ask you this. You think your vote count?
Yeah, I think it would count if more people was voting the same way I was voting.
Why you say
I
that?
think it don't count if I'm voting for this candidate and it's like me and 5 other people voting for this candidate, but it's 150 people voting for that candidate.
That don't
no,
look
it don't
like
count. At that point, it don't. That's why when people say it don't count, when you and thousands of other people is not voting because you feel like it don't count, then no, my vote is not gonna count because we not coming up and we're not showing out. So no, it don't count in that point.
Honestly, don't think our vote counts at all. It's
How
all
you think
about money.
Obama got in?
I think Obama got in
Because you got to think we showed up and showed out.
We did.
And
That's the first time I ever
if you
voted.
look at statistics, more black people and more young black people voted for Obama than any other election. So that goes to show that if we numbers do count.
I think we voted because we wanted to get a nigga in there.
It's not the fact of why we voted. It's the fact that that proves. No,
I
he's
think,
right.
honestly,
No, you're right. For some people, you are absolutely correct.
'Cause
But
that's why I voted.
my point is that just didn't do nothing to prove for me that when we show up, numbers do count. Our vote does count if we show up. That was so for people after Obama won 2 terms to still say my vote don't count. And you looked at him win 2, he was in office for 8 years, and you still feel like your vote didn't count. When the statistics show that he only voted because of young black people, that goes to show like your vote does count, but we have to show up in numbers. We not the majority. Like, black people are not the majority in the country, so we have to show up together. It can't be a small portion.
So do you think that'll ever happen again? You think we got to get another
I think they got to be
candidate?
motivated. You got to think it wasn't even just Obama. We had raps coming out. Voter
Yeah, it's the
died.
campaign
They was
behind them and
coming
their
up.
message and
They was
everything.
coming up on
So,
BT and
will it take another black president for us to get motivated to do that again?
Yes.
it should.
Because
it shouldn't. But
No, I don't
probably
think it will because I think so many people was disappointed by Obama, which I don't understand. But so many people was disappointed by Obama, and I think we got a black president, so we don't care no more.
that's what I think.
Which is a
happening.
problem.
It's a big problem, but he was because he's not a black man.
I mean,
You
we
know
never
what I'm
gonna
saying?
get a nigga, and
That's
I don't know what
saying.
people
Like,
was
will it
expecting.
take for that to happen? Because
But
it's ain't our
first,
last
I don't want a
celebrity
nigga.
president. We're gonna have another celebrity president.
which is not okay. But
Because, like, at the end of the day, money talks. Trump won because he got the most money.
Trump won because
he's crooked.
Trump won because
That's all part of money, though.
to me, Trump won because of social media. Trump won because social media
Popularity,
gave
money.
everybody a voice.
Yeah.
So every celebrity out here is a
That's
politician
why I honestly
now.
feel like he's gonna be our president.
And
for
Trump
the next,
won because he reached the little man on his side of the fence. He got
Yeah.
the little redneck people to stay in the back of the woods. to
But
come
you
out
got
and
to
go
think
vote for
how
him.
many celebrities, rappers, and all of that stuff that we look at that is so smart when it comes to politics nowadays.
It's a lot of them.
Exactly. So that's half the reason why he won, because nowadays with social media, everybody has a voice and everybody just seems like they're so educated in certain areas. For us, look at some of the rappers we looking at nowadays. Like, look at Meek Mill. He's looking like a whole activist out here.
Yeah, he's
not
dope.
saying that
He's
he
dope
ain't,
right now.
but to us, that's dope. But if he tried to run for president, the white people would be like, "What the hell?" Which is how we was looking at Trump. Like, y'all like this? Like,
when I first heard he was running, I laughed. I thought it was a joke.
No, it's not a. I didn't because I wasn't shocked because everybody is
running. I knew he was gonna win.
I didn't think he was gonna win, but I wasn't surprised.
When it comes to politics, the only thing that matters is money. Because when politicians get their money messed with, that's when they fix things. If we was to do something to slow down their money, they would fix it.
I also think it was get back a little bit. It was like y'all really, we really had to deal with Obama for 8 years. We got something for y'all.
Honestly, I feel like it's never gonna be another black president. Just because of what Trump has established with the.
I think we gotta figure out a way.
But I feel like Obama only won because like he was very good at appeasing everybody.
Yeah, he wasn't just for the black.
We don't have no black candidates that's good at appeasing everybody.
That's why Bernie got kicked out early because he was all for us.
He can't. Yeah, he can't appease both
and
sides.
he can't do it. You know, because there's a lot of white folks out there who don't like Trump.
It is.
And he didn't, go to them. So, he lost that real quick.
I agree with that.
And then there's a lot of people out here who don't want to see a woman as president. Not me, but I'm just saying
no.
In general, it's a lot of men out here who can't take power or, all that stuff to a woman.
Yeah.
That's how they were raised. Some in a strong man household, it feels like the woman's supposed to take the back seat. So you got millions of Americans out here who's not going to vote for Hillary. Even though we probably would have rather had her than him.
Oh, definitely.
Too, but the people voted for Hillary. The electoral college.
Yeah, it was the electoral college.
Yeah.
Which that's a lot of the reasons why people say my vote don't count because the electoral college. The electoral college is bogus.
We don't need it. I seen something today where they was proposing getting rid of the electoral college, and I was for
they
it.
Need to because
I don't see the point.
It definitely jipped this last election. Like it definitely. Without the electoral college, he did not win the popular vote, even though he gets out there and says he did. He didn't.
The numbers was there.
Can I say something before I lose my train of thought? Because I keep thinking and I can keep going in and out because I got so much on my mind. But I think the first thing that needs to be changed for us to get out as a community, as a minority, to get out and vote is one, education of why it's important. I think we talk about why it's important, but we don't never instill it into our brains because. I'm not gonna say something about my own knowledge, but it's some people who don't know what an electoral vote is versus the popular vote and just everybody get on the voting. I mean, it looked good, all the rappers on TV, but people just don't know how much it matters. So because we have been, I guess society has trained us to believe that under the white man or we, our voice doesn't matter. That's even more reason for us to be like, well, like you said, you text half the people on your phone. They always got something negative to say about it or not saying nothing motivated. But I think if these people was educated and they knew how important it was for not only us as a home, but a whole, but your home, your household, the taxes you pay, if you knew how important it was, then we can get more people out. I feel like the campaigns with the rappers, all that's great. But obviously Diddy can't make me go vote. He can say it all he wants.
He did. He made a lot of people vote though. Yeah.
However, but I think education is definitely key to that success part of getting us black people out to vote. So make sure y'all go vote, man.
Well, stop complaining on Facebook because I'm tired of reading the status.
Well, we're gonna put some stuff out there for the people to get them knowledge. The next time it's time to go vote, we definitely gonna put the knowledge out there so y'all know who to vote for, what that person is about, and you ain't just voting just because that's the name you see most when you driving in your car. That's a lot to it.
I feel like each of us for the next however many episodes, since everybody's campaign is starting to come out there, we need to pick one person and just put some. Each one of us can. We need to put some facts and statistics out there about whatever candidate this Cory Booker, whoever, and just put some knowledge out there about them. Right. Each episode.
Definitely. Well, we gotta wrap it up, y'all. We gotta get out of here. Our hour went by way too quick. But we'll see y'all next Wednesday at 7. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, everything. SoulFood Conversations.
YouTube.
Thank you. It's a hell of a way to end the show.
Thought it was storming.